Savannah Chrisley's world has been turned upside down, again, but this time with a reason to celebrate. After waging a tireless campaign for over 2 years, Savannah helped secure a presidential pardon for her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, resulting in their early release from prison following convictions for fraud. The reunion sparked emotional homecomings and new beginnings, as the Chrisley family made up for lost holidays and milestones, with Savannah openly reflecting on her journey as caretaker for her siblings and her eagerness to reclaim her independence and pursue globetrotting dreams. The excitement doesn't stop there. Savannah and her brother Chase are hitting the road to film a new reality TV spinoff, showing fans what life looks like in their post-scandal era. Through big changes and heartfelt reunions, the Chrisleys are bouncing back stronger than ever and ready for their next chapter. When the news finally broke that Todd and Julie Chrisley would be pardoned by the president, Savannah felt the weight of years of worry lift from her shoulders in an instant. But no amount of legal victories could fully prepare her for the day she watched her parents step back into the foyer of the family's southern estate. Cameras weren't rolling when Savannah flung her arms around her mother in the living room. They captured only the raw sounds of relief. As Julie wept, Savannah's own tears flowed freely, punctuated by the spontaneous peals of laughter that accompany overwhelming joy. "I kept thinking, is this real?" Savannah later confessed, her voice wavering between disbelief and gratitude. Young nieces and nephews, too young to understand the gravity of the legal proceedings, rallied around the homecoming, showering Todd and Julie with homemade signs reading, "Welcome home, Mommy and Daddy." Older brother Chase hoisted a grinning Savannah onto his shoulders, both of them chanting in unison, "Family first, always." For Savannah, the moment her father wrapped her in a bear hug was transformative. "I felt like a little girl again," she said. "All the tough front I had been putting up, it melted away in that hug." In that instant, the symbiosis of parent and child was restored, and Savannah realized that the family's story was far from over. This reunion did more than reunite a fractured family. It reminded Savannah that she was no longer just Savannah Chrisley, caretaker of the kids. She was the linchpin in a story of redemption and resilience, the catalyst for her family's second act. During Todd and Julie's absence, birthdays, graduations, and holidays passed in muted tones. Zoom calls and socially distant drive-bys replaced candles on cakes and swaying on the front porch. Now, Savannah is on a mission to give her family every celebration they missed. Just weeks after the pardon, Savannah declared she would host the most epic Independence Day party the Chrisleys had ever seen. Local friends and family gathered on the sprawling lawn, where a firework display lit up the night sky. As "God Bless America" played, Savannah stood between her parents, her hand in each of theirs, and felt the symphony of color reflect the depth of their collective gratitude. For Julie's 53rd birthday, Savannah oversaw a surprise decades cake party, each layer representing a decade of life. Todd, still reacclimating to freedom, struggled to keep a straight face as Savannah rolled out slideshows from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. When the final layer, a decadent salted caramel frosting, was cut, the room echoed with cheers that felt almost too big for a dining room. Younger sister Grayson, who passed her high school graduation while mom and dad were incarcerated, never received the traditional cap and gown send-off. Savannah rectified that by arranging a second ceremony, white roses, a tassel toss for Grayson, and proud applause that brought even the quietly stoic family matriarch to tears. Each re-celebration became a brushstroke in the portrait of family, insisting that time lost would not be time erased. For Savannah, these events underscored a powerful lesson that even after darkest days, life's milestones can, and should, be reclaimed with zeal. For more than 2 years, Savannah balanced her responsibilities as the de facto head of the household with her own personal ambitions. She juggled online classes, arranged therapy appointments for her younger siblings, and negotiated holiday schedules with prison authorities. Yet, as soon as the pardon was official, she knew it was time to hand over the reins, to reimagine her identity beyond the one who holds the family together. In court filings and public statements, Savannah's articulate advocacy was evident. She delivered emotional testimonies about the impact of her parents' absence, how grocery runs turned into decision-making sessions, how bedtime stories became her nightly ritual. "I grew up overnight," she said, "and I was ready to grow up all at once." On the first evening after the pardon, Savannah organized a family meeting in the den. Over popcorn and animated chatter, she officially thanked her grandmother and uncle for stepping in and announced that she was relinquishing the primary caretaker duties. It was as much a declaration of independence as it was gratitude. With the caretaker mantle set aside, Savannah rekindled passions that had lain dormant: fine art classes, Pilates sessions at dawn, and late-night planning for her future. She found herself sketching postcard-ready scenes of Santorini, imagining herself sipping espresso in Rome, and mapping travel routes she once pinned on a childhood corkboard. This pivotal shift allowed Savannah to transition from the weight of family responsibility back into the boundless possibility of youth, where spontaneity and self-exploration reigned supreme. Savannah's resilience caught the eye of network executives eager to document the Chrisley's fresh start. Alongside brother Chase, she signed on to host an upcoming spin-off, tentatively titled Chrisley on the Move, that follows the siblings as they crisscross America, reconnecting with fans and pursuing new business ventures. The opening scenes capture Savannah and Chase loading vintage luggage onto a convertible in Nashville, country-style hats tilted jauntily. As they breeze down winding roads, Savannah quips, "We're not just chasing sunsets, we're chasing dreams." The camera cuts to roadside diners, makeshift photo ops with impromptu fan clubs, and late-night strategy sessions in motel lobbies. In Austin, Savannah hosts a pop-up art exhibit featuring pieces inspired by her experiences during her parents' trial. Abstract canvases awash with muted grays and bold splashes of color. Viewers see her negotiate with gallery owners, network with local artists, and ultimately sell every piece by closing night. The series doesn't shy away from sibling squabbles. In one memorable episode, Savannah insists on stopping at a lavender farm in Oregon. Chase, fixated on efficient travel, balks at the detour. Their bickering, equal parts affectionate and exasperated, underscores the strong bond forged during their family's darkest chapter. Early social media reactions to teasers praise Savannah's vulnerable yet vivacious on-screen presence. One viewer tweeted, "Savannah is the perfect blend of caregiving and girl boss energy," while another declared, "Watching her laugh after everything she's been through is pure joy." Through Chrisley on the Move, Savannah and Chase aren't just documenting their adventures. They are actively shaping a narrative of renewal, 1 mile at a time. With her family reunited and a new show underway, Savannah has set her sights on horizons beyond American highways. Travel, she insists, is the ultimate form of self-discovery, and she's already plotting the itinerary for her first big solo expedition.